Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you how to enable the BigQuery export in your GA4 property. Before we get started, let's just talk about the prerequisites. The first and most obvious thing is that you'll need a Google Analytics 4 property that's processing hits. The second is you'll need a Google Cloud Platform account set up to receive that data from Google Analytics. If you haven't got one already, you can sign up for a new Google Cloud account at cloud.google.com. You'll be given $300 in free credits to use within the first 90 days. So it's a great way for you to start using the platform and familiarize yourself with the BigQuery data without having to spend any money. So let's jump in and walk through the steps to enable the export. First of all, you'll need to create a new project in your GCP account. So click on the drop-down menu here at the top, click on New Project, and give your project a name. I'm just going to call this one Test for now. Don't worry about the organization, you don't need to select anything there. We'll click Create, and once your project's created, you'll see a notification up here at the top. You can then go to APIs and Services and the library and search here for BigQuery API. We'll click that option and the first item here in the menu. You should hopefully see that the API is enabled. If it isn't, then you'll have the option within this screen to enable it. So just click that button, and once you've done that, everything is ready for you to then set up the export over in Google Analytics. I'm now in the GA4 admin area. I'm going to scroll down to find the product links, and under there you should see one labeled BigQuery links. Let's click link up at the top here. So the first thing we need to do is choose our BigQuery project. Click this, and you should see here listed the project that you just created within GCP. Check the box and then click Confirm. You'll have the option now to select the data location. It's a good idea to select the same location as you are or your business is physically located, but you do have the option to choose a different location if you so wish. We'll click Next, and then we'll configure our data streams and events. So we'll select this option, and I only have one data stream within this GA4 property. If you had others, they would be listed out here, and you could then select which ones you actually want to include in the export. If you want to exclude certain events from the export, you can do so from within this screen. But I'm just going to leave it as it is, and we'll export all events. So next we'll click Apply, and then we're going to choose which export we want to enable. The daily export will run once per day and export all the events for the previous day. The streaming export is a real-time export, which will send events to BigQuery as they are processed by your GA4 property. You will notice here that that isn't available to me as I haven't enabled billing within my GCP account. So if you do want to use the streaming export, you will need to enable billing first. We also have the user export, which is slightly different from the events export. That will include data about users and their audiences and things like that. So you can enable that from here too. And once you're ready, click Next. And finally, Submit. And when we do that, we should see after a second or two that the link has been created. And that's it. The integration is now enabled. Within a day or so, you should see a new dataset appear in your GCP project, and within that, each day you'll see a new events table will be exported. If you missed any of those steps, head on over to the website bq4ga.com, and you can view the whole process on the article there on the site. Come back next time where I'll show you how to access the GA4 sample datasets so you can start exploring the data without even having to wait for your own data to begin exporting. See you then.